I am now recording. We are now live. Yeah, just can we do a big fat boy clap?
Hi guys, it's your boy Derek Akora here, and I'm going to find some ghosts.
Or as I like to call myself, Derek. Oh, do you feel that? Akoma.
Who's that talking? Who's that talking in my head and laughing right now? Oh no, the pills have stopped working again. Oh, somebody help me! Oh dear.
It's become too. Lockdown's just got too heavy. I can now hear people that aren't in the same room. It's too much.
It's too much. That's it now. It's all gone.
Oh,
So
dear.
we thought it'd be cool to talk about some albums because we're all from different backgrounds, aren't we? And listening to different types of music. We do link up on some stuff, but as it was very apparent when we were choosing 4 albums for each of us to listen to and rate, and looking at Noah's album really.
Why? Why is it always me?
Yeah.
It's always me.
Nah, they're all different. They're all different.
Very different.
In good ways.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then it's just as the series goes on, it's just gonna get weirder, and that's
It's
what
gonna-
we want to
it's-
see.
It's gonna degenerate.
But first off, who are we?
I don't know. You tell me.
We are a British band called Air Traffic Control, and
Right, yes. We're here to give you the air turbulence over Manchester. Currently, I believe it's quite fast.
this is why we never get anything done. It's amazing.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So yeah, we're Antidote to
Anyway.
Chaos, and we write some bangers, but we can't write and play bangers because we can't go anywhere. So we're gonna do this and entertain you all this way instead.
But you can listen to some of our bangers, Eyes Closed and Sun and Stars, on Spotify, Apple Music, and basically everywhere you find music right now.
Shameless plug.
Have a should we play him a little teaser?
No.
No,
Let them find it themselves.
you can go listen
have-
to it
they have to-
yourself.
We can't just give them our music.
Small artists. So whose album is it this time? This week, on every week, every Thursday, a new album chosen by one of us. Who is it
our
this
weekly
time?
weekly episodes. Yes. Okay, so it's my album. Hooray! Happy days. The RNGesus decided that it was going to be me first. So my album is EGGY POCKET by Bilmuri. I can't say that seriously. But like, I adore this album. I absolutely adore this album. It's like, if I was like a solo artist and I could write literally anything, I'd want to write exactly like this guy does. Like, it's so good. It's so good. What's everyone else's thoughts on it after listening?
I mean, I thought it was so much fun. Like, it's never gonna be like one of those albums that I'm like, oh yeah, this is like fucking groundbreaking and like some of the best production I've ever heard. But it made me laugh and I had a good time. And you know, whenever you like score an album or like a film or whatever, I always try and do mine and how much I enjoyed it. So like, mine's got I gave it a pretty high score just because I had such a good time. So, and I'm not even mad. Yeah.
So it's only 21 minutes long.
It's short for an album, but I think
it's very much like, I mean, you start it off and you're like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Because the first song has the breakdown with the slide guitar in it.
Absolutely cranking my motherfucking hog.
It just goes from like from EDM to like deathcore breakdowns, and then you've got a pedal steel solo in there. You've got saxophone in one of the tracks.
You've got pretty much every.
You've got pretty much every.
Fleet's in the second one. So
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the second one.
I dislike most people.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one.
Can we bring up the track list as well?
Yeah.
The track list is definitely one.
Absolutely
To behold.
cranking my effing hog. I seriously dislike most other humans.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
The server.
Post Almond Clarity.
Was it which one was it that I really like? Fluoride in the seltzer water. Fluoride in the hard seltzer water. Purely for Dayseeker.
I think that was my favorite on the album as well.
Like Dayseeker, the guy, well, the band, I suppose that he's got guesting on that song.
I do like
his
Dayseeker.
voice is phenomenal. It's so nice.
I mean,
I like the it definitely fits to Noah's like taste in music, because Noah, I always get surprised by your taste, because you'd be like Tool, and then you'd be like, oh,
And then
Post
this.
Malone.
This.
And for whatever reason, this album reminded me of Post Malone for whatever reason.
I know.
think it's just the production.
I
kinda
feel like
get what you
for
mean.
I feel like for 20 minutes I got an insight into what goes inside Noah's head.
Yeah.
You know what? That's probably why I
Yeah.
like this album so much.
I feel like that's the best way I can sum up this album.
it was just a passing thought, but if there was anyone who's like really into video games who listen to this album, there's a little sample of like the first 10 minutes of Portal 2 in the first song of the
Yeah.
album, and I listened to it and I was like,
oh, is that where it's from?
what? Because he's like, anyone in the Arbiter facility must rest for 10 minutes, and I was like, I know that game.
Yeah, what was it? I follow him on Instagram, Bilmuri himself, not the actor, this guy. If there's anything that I've learnt from him, he's an absolute meme god. He's trying to sort out a brewing company for himself at the moment. He's gonna call it Brew Murray.
I mean,
Oh, God.
that's just perfect. That's what you want.
Murray.
Oh,
man.
I just adore it. I adore how he writes music and stuff. It's just insane. I'm looking at my notes now, and I've got like favorite songs which I've like picked for each of the albums that we're going to talk about, and I've just written fucking all of them might be a masterpiece. So yeah, I guess that sums up my thoughts on it.
I think you've got to appreciate how well it just blends everything together. Sort of like what happened last year when Poppy put out I Disagree, and it just went from
Oh, don't name drop Poppy. We're gonna start talking
like
about
Billie
Poppy.
Eilish level pop to
We'll save that-
metal.
we'll save that for
I think
another
this
episode.
I think this does a very similar thing, but I think it broadens the horizons a bit more with all the different instruments and that. You've got it's either a flute or one of those like really shitty recorders on one of the tracks as a solo.
Yeah,
You don't get
the
a prop.
one-
You don't get a proper guitar solo till about the last minute on the album. But when that does kick in on Egg,
in Egg, yeah.
Egg is such a
it's
tune.
beautiful.
Egg
It's beautiful.
is such a good song. Like, again, like I look at all of these songs and I think like I really like if I had to pick a favorite, yeah, it would be Fluoride in the Hard Seltzer Water. But all of them, I love all of them.
It's quite weird as well, because you know how it's got the, you know how it's a meme to shitpost, so to speak.
Yeah.
It feels like this album's a shitpost.
I do kind of get.
I
what
get
Do you know
what
what
you
I mean?
mean.
It is very very representative of.
Noah. And his personality. Yeah.
He brought out a music video for Hard Stone Moves. Oh, what's it called? The one that's after Fluoride. Something. Either way, I can't remember the full name of it because all of these song names are just.
What lift
insane.
heavy stone makes
That's the one.
a head voice quiet.
Yeah, that's it. He brought out a music video for that that's just him holding his thumbs up like this, smiling at the camera for the entire song. That's all the music video is. It's really, it's beautiful. It's
What a
so
guy.
good.
That's sick.
Oh, God.
We should do that.
But that's what I kind of mean. The whole feel of the album, and then what Noah's given that backstory to like the music videos. It just like he just doesn't care about making it look or sound. I guess
He's doing what he
Right.
wants to do, and you can really
it's
see
quite
that.
free. I mean, you could maybe see that in the track length as well, because I don't even think it's listed. It's not even listed as an EP, is it? It is listed
No.
As an album. And for 21 minutes for an album,
I can't.
You don't see that a bunch.
Yeah, but I feel
It's
like
mad.
because it was so
7.
short, if it was any longer, it would kind of kill me off because it'd be like there's only so far like the kind of like that kind
That's
of
the
vibe
thing. Like
and
you get
aesthetic
some
can go on
albums.
for.
There's some albums that have. I don't want to call it gimmick, but you know, there's something different about it that you enjoy. But then a lot of albums that do that sort of overstay their welcome. But this one doesn't do that.
It's just
It's
right.
just 20 minutes of your life, and it's over. And
I
it's
have
great.
I have absolutely no problem with short albums. There's been a few of my albums of the year lists that have had like a 20-minute album in there, or like a half an hour album in there. I'd rather have a half an hour album that's like got 6 bangers on it than like,
That's like
a 2-hour epic that's kind of boring for half of it. I don't know.
That's like Clowncore's albums are like 10 minutes
Yeah.
long.
Oh, I mean, let's
love
not go
Clowncore.
into Clowncore because I could talk about them for like 2 hours. But
We would be.
it's the same energy, same energy.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you guys how I discovered Bilmuri?
No,
It was
No, you didn't.
completely by accident. You remember when we play Among Us and I keep listening to Bro Type Beat?
oh yeah.
So I can't remember what it was. You know how on Spotify where you search for a song and it comes up with all these songs with like, you know, the same name or whatever, and you start listening to them, and then, you know, when that song finishes it goes on to another with the same name or
What,
a
like the
similar name, or-
Spotify radio, is it called? Or something like that?
Sort of, yeah. It kind of just goes like in order of all the songs with that name that you've typed out. So, because I listened to Bro Type Beat, the next song that came along was Bro.mp4 by Bilmuri, and I was like, whoa, this sounds sick. And then ever since there, I mean, from the name Bro.mp4, I was just there like, I'm hooked. I'm
You were
hooked.
intrigued.
I'm in.
Absolutely
That's-
attached.
And then
He
I
had you-
discovered like
He
feelings.
had you at Bruh MP3.
I think I put on a radio by him, and then like My Feelings Have Feelings came on, and that song's sick.
You had me at Bill
Like, so
Murray.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't there a point in the song where he just goes Bill Murray and that's it? Just
Yeah,
says
that's Fluoride in the Hard Seltzer Water. That's
Yeah.
like,
I mean, when you're named
Uh,
after someone as cool as Bill Murray, anyway, like
oh god, yeah.
it's
It
an
was really
instant
funny
win.
'cause
You
I
can't
got-
lose.
Because I got confused when I first listened to it because I swapped out the album name for the artist name like unintentionally. So I thought
Right,
his
okay.
name was
Eggy Pocket.
Eggy Pocket, and he wrote an album called Bill Murray.
I
and
mean,
was
that's
just
a
like,
brilliant
this guy
band
is
name
just
as well.
memeing. What was that,
Right.
Josh?
That's a brilliant band name as well.
Bill Murray.
Just
oh, it's
Eggy
so
Pocket.
good. It's so much
If
fun.
Antidote to Chaos doesn't succeed, we'll just rename our band.
Oh.
We will call ourselves Ben Shapiro
Ah yes.
as one word. Not even
Derek
mine.
Acora.
Either that or Tom Brady. It'll be an instant win.
Yeah.
What did you not like about the album?
The only thing that I didn't like about it was there was just nothing that I hadn't heard. Like there was stuff that I hadn't heard before, but there was nothing like because when I like score these things to get like a highest like like the top scores, it has to be something that's like wow, like oh my god, that's fucking unreal. And like there was nothing that made me go like fuck, that's ridiculous. But like yeah, there was just nothing. I say out of the ordinary. I don't mean like boring. I just mean there was nothing like crazy. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, it doesn't mean there's anything necessarily wrong with the album, but there's nothing that like, and it blends a lot of things, but it's a lot of things that I've heard before, and it's
Yeah.
nice to hear it all together. But at the same time,
kind-
it's nothing particularly new.
I'd say it's really refreshing to listen to. If you get me. I
Yeah.
would like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but that other than that, I didn't have any noticeable criticisms. Like it was kind of it. I guess you could say maybe it could be longer, but I kind of like the fact that it's short. So
It's short.
Yeah.
It's like a quick hit of.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just like a quick hit.
I'm fine with it how it is. It's good. It's pretty great. But like, I don't know if there was just
Yeah.
like a couple of tracks that had that one extra element of like spice, then I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe I'm being too snobby. I don't know, but like,
Yeah, possibly. The other thing, like with
possibly,
the,
but like, yeah.
I think with the song titles being hard to remember as well, doesn't do the album any
everyone-
favors.
everyone remembers classics like Absolutely Cranking My Motherfucking Hog.
Mate, I've got it tattooed on my leg. I don't know what you're on about. It's a beautiful song.
Got it tattooed on my arm so I remember how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, I love that
there
song.
we go.
Shoot.
Yeah, should we move on to the scores?
Yeah, should we give it a score out of 10 then?
Right.
Each.
Okay.
So the way this is going to work is we're all going to give it a score out of 10. I feel like that's what we agreed on, didn't
It's a
we?
bit-
We're all
it's a
gonna
bit
give it
like
score out of
Come
10,
Down
We're actually
and
going to give it a
then
score
we're
out
gonna
of
add it up.
15.
Hmm?
I was just saying we're all going to give it a score out of 15.
It's a think of it like Come Dine With Me, but for albums.
Yeah.
Sad life,
But for
little
albums.
Jane.
But then the score's going to be out. So the total score is going to be out of 40, and then as we go on and on and on, we'll create a nice little database of ATC's
Albums of all
least
time.
favourite albums.
The
Oh,
leaderboard.
yeah. Well,
Whoever scores low, whoever scores like the lowest by the end of all this, I really hope they don't ever see this.
Yeah, it'll be someone that we like really appreciate, but it'll be like the one album that we didn't like. So it'll be someone like, I don't know, who do we all love? Like Poppy releases one crap album. And we're like,
gonna
Poppy,
be like
we
one
love
of
you.
us-
I'm so
we're
sorry,
getting-
but we
we're
just
getting-
didn't like this album. Don't hate on us,
Yeah.
please.
One of us
We're-
gives it
we're
a
getting
10 and
sidetracked, but she
everyone
kinda
else
did.
hates it. So it ends up just really low.
What was that? Sorry, Josh.
I was gonna say, one of us will give it an album a 10, everyone else is just gonna hate it, so it'll end up really low.
Right, anyway.
But that's how
Right,
that's
anyway.
how it's gonna work. So
That is how
deal with
that's
it.
democracy.
I love
how we do it.
I love
democracy.
democracy.
I
And I
love
love the Republic.
Execute Order 66.
Right.
So
Speaking
Noah,
of
do you want to start us
66,
off?
right, okay.
Scores.
This is
So
your album pick.
as it's my album pick, I'll go first. I've scored this 11 out of 10, which is just 10 out of 10.
It's always half.
I've already fucked up the voting system already.
Damn it.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10, but I wrote down 11. Like, again, for me personally, it's just everything that, like, every song I really like, how it's composed, how it's produced, tonality, like, the different, like, the textures within it, how the verses are so much, like, you know, quieter or softer, and then you get the heavy choruses, stuff like that I really, really love. Like, I can't stress enough how much I love this album. It's a 10 out of 10.
Wow.
So is it a 10 or an 11?
It's
It has to be a 10.
It's a
Jack.
10.
It's a 10. I'm not...
If
I'm
we
not
carry
break-
this on, we're going to be going into
I know, yeah.
decimals.
12 out of 10. No, 13 out of 10.
This album
Where's
is
the
annoying.
Where's the line?
The scores are just going to be like lockdown tiers. They just keep going up and up.
They go up and up.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
that.
give this
It's
a
like
10.
that Steel Panther
Never
joke
ending.
where he's like, "Yeah, but this amp goes up to 11. Yeah, but surely it's the same volume as the amp that goes up to 10. Yeah, but this one goes up to 11."
I'm gonna give this album a tier 4 out of 10 because it makes me want to stay at home all the time and listen to it.
And if
Okay.
All right,
Jack,
Jack.
what would you give it?
I had just because I had a really good time with it and it was just so much fun, but there was nothing that like blew me away. I gave it an 8. So pretty great, but like nothing like, you know, the S tier level.
Yeah.
8 out of 10
Jack.
from your boy.
I am also gonna agree with Jack and give it an 8 out of 10. Just an enjoyable listen, but nothing like really mind blowing. But nothing particularly wrong with it. So
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
Cool.
Yeah, I was gonna. So don't hate me, Noah. But I was actually
No,
gonna give it a
don't.
6.
How dare
Give
you?
it a 6. Just.
I hope
Yeah,
Bill Murray
just-
watches this video and
no,
trolls your
but that
Instagram.
was just for me, it was coming across as it's like Jack said. For me personally, it wasn't really doing. To me, it was safe. You know, it was like,
No,
yeah,
I-
it's good. It's an enjoyable listen. And then I was thinking, well, 5 is average. So I thought, well, would I class this as an average album? I was a bit like, no. So I was really tempted between 6 and 7 for ages. But then I went with 6 because I was just like, I don't really see me. Like, I'll probably listen to it every now and then. I don't really see me listening to that album again.
Yeah.
next year.
I suppose
You
in
get
terms
me?
of like
But then again, maybe that's the
replayability,
intent. You know what I mean? I suppose
possibly.
it depends how you listen to albums.
So
Yeah.
that
But I would give
gives
it a 6.
So that puts it at.
That's a pretty good score. I thought it was gonna
That's
get like,
pretty good.
It's currently
Round of
first on our
applause.
leaderboard.
Hooray! It's first and last at the same time.
It's like when Top Gear get a new star in the reasonably priced car, and they're like,
You're the fastest.
"You're the
person we've
fastest
had
person,"
so
and
far.
it's like they've got a new car, so there's like nobody that's been round. You're so fucking fast.
Oh, good.
So before we go off, we should give our question of the day.
Ah, yes.
Which
And question of the day this week is, what has been getting you guys through lockdown? Has it been music? Has it been TV? Or we want to know. Let us know in the comments.
has it been us?
And also let us know your thoughts on the album.
It's definitely not been us.
Yeah, it's not been us.
It's not been us. We need to release something really good for it to be us. We should write like a COVID anthem. You know what I mean?
Proper like.
Dry cough and high temperature.
Oh no. Oh dear.
COVID, gotta catch 'em all.
Oh, God.
All the variants.
All the variants. all the
South
variants.
South America and beyond.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna have to probably end it there. Otherwise, we'll talk for hours.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So let us know your thoughts on the album. Let us know what's been getting you through lockdown, and go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere basically.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you for listening.
Ring that bell button if you want to see more.